What's up, guys? Today we're going to tackle dust extraction. I use Festool for that. I'm going to show you a little bit about each of these, some differences. These are pretty freaking cool machines, and they are absolutely necessary if you're a professional. Maybe not necessarily Festool, but some form of dust extraction. You've got to have it for a lot of different reasons. Can't go without it. Let's take a look at these guys. Over here, we've got the first dust extractor that I purchased, which is a CT36 AC. The CT Clean Tech, the 36 capacity, 36 liters, and the AC on this guy, Auto Clean. I'll show you that feature here a little bit later. Over here is the CT MIDI 2. The MIDI, I think, is a 15-liter capacity. This is about half the cost of this one, and I use this one a lot more than I use this one. This one does not perform any less than this one does as far as suction and dust extraction go. The power is the same. The power in every Festool dust extractor is the same. So do not let power be the deciding factor when you are choosing a Festool dust extractor. They're all the same. The only thing that's going to affect your suction is the size of the hose. You have a 36 mil hose and a 27 mil hose, and that does make a big difference in suction. So I kind of want this to be a little bit of a comparison, but also just showing you about the dust extractors themselves. So it's not going to be focused on one or the other, but just kind of Festool dust extractors in general, and I'll show you a few differences. This is a newer UI interface than this. This is the old one. All of the dust extractors now, I believe, come with Bluetooth and all these touch controls. I don't like that, by the way. I like my knobs much better. And one of the main reasons that this is better is because I can adjust suction power without the unit being on. With this, you cannot adjust suction without turning it on first. Anyways, let's go over here to the 36. On the left side, you've got a plug. You will plug your tools into this, and then you will have an auto on dust extraction. When your tool turns on, the unit turns on. You cannot use this as passive power. If you turn your tool on, or you power whatever you're using, this is going to turn on. No way to get around that. Here, this is an additional purchase. This does not come with this. This is the Bluetooth module. If you don't have this, it'll just have a plastic plate here covering this, and you won't have this on here. Here we have AC. This is your auto clean. This is going to change the frequency in which auto clean activates. All the way to the left, you'll have auto clean off, and as you increase over here, you'll have max, and this will increase the frequency in which auto clean activates. I'll show you auto clean later. This is your suction power. Adjustable suction here. This is a big plus on these dust extractors, is the ability to change your suction. If you're sanding fine finishes or something, you do not want this up here. You want to turn this, I turn it all the way down, but you want to lessen suction if you're sanding. You do not want that pad sucking onto the surface. And then up here, you have, I guess, your power controls. You know, in the middle is off. This way is auto. So if you power your tool on with this plug, this will turn on. And then over here, you can manually turn the machine on. You'll also see AC on both sides. This will be kind of a momentary press to auto clean, and then this dial will spring back. On either side, you can twist it, and then auto clean will activate manually. Same on this side, you'll twist it, it'll spring back, auto clean will activate. Let's go over here and look at the MIDI. Same thing over here. You've got power. This little cover, I have it upside down because sometimes it binds the cord, but it'll come like this. I like to flip it around and snap it back on. Here, the MIDI comes with Bluetooth. Unlike the CT36 I showed you, you have to purchase Bluetooth. This comes with it. Right here, you will see your power level indicator. If we press the on button, this will be your standby mode. Then we'll turn it on. And as I was mentioning earlier, you cannot adjust this suction with the unit off. You have to turn it on, and then you can adjust it. So, I'm not a big fan of touch controls on tools. I like hard tactile knobs. I don't I don't want digital shit on my tools. Computers inside the tool's fine, but when I'm interacting with the tool, I want to be able to look and see what it's on. I want to be able to feel and turn, and I don't like this system, but whatever. It is what it is. So that's all the controls on both of these things. Both of them have these wheel lock thingies. You just press this green and it'll flip back up. All it is a little plastic foot that has rubber on the bottom, keeps it from rolling around. It actually does do a pretty good job. Same exact thing over here, a little smaller scale, but easy one-handed little. Now for changing your bag, same idea on both of these. You'll see these black plastic clips on both sides. All you do, flip that up, come over here to the other one, flip it up, and then the whole entire top of the system will lift off, and then here you will have your bag. To be honest, this is just a plastic bucket with wheels. This is the vacuum part. The bags for all of the different numbers are all different. You have to get the bags for your model. The number again indicates the size of the bag, the capacity. So this one, I actually get aftermarket Amazon bags for this one. They work fucking awesome, to be honest. But there's your bag. There's plastic bucket. You can use these without bags. I don't know why in the world you would do that, but you can. You're gonna mess your filters up and not get correct dust extraction. Even these aftermarket bags, they do have this little dust chute thing to keep dust from falling out of the bag when you're disposing of it. Look at the underside of the MIDI real quick. This is your little intake chute. Here's your filter. On the MIDI, you actually do not access your filter from here. You access it from over here. Put this back. You just make sure that this is going in the hole. Just falls right in there. Snap these back on each side. You're good to go. On the MIDI, this side is actually pretty complex. There's a couple different features here. Here's your filter. It just slides out real simple, real easy. Over here, this is a feature that the MIDI has that the $1,200 cousin does not have, and it's a blower feature. So if you take your hose out of top intake and you put it in here and turn the system on, it becomes a blower. That's actually come in handy quite a few times. So I really like that feature. Up here you have your filter cleaning lever. This one does not have auto clean, so you have to manually clean with this. This will show you little instructions of how to use this. So you'll turn the system on, suction all the way up, plug the end of the hose with your hand, and then activate the lever. So I'm going to do that real quick. It's probably going to be loud as fuck, but I'll show it to you. So again, we're on manual all the way up, plug. And that just knocked all the dust out of the filter. So no more taking your filters out and banging them and making dust all over the place. So pretty cool feature there. So as I'm sure you noticed, I turned the system off without touching the controls, and I used this little Bluetooth button here. Literally one of the best things ever to be able to turn the dust extractor on with the click of a button up on a ladder. Using these extractors without Bluetooth is a disservice. Shell out the extra $30 for this thing when this one comes with it. On this, I think the module to equip this is like 80, and then another 30. So an extra $100, you got Bluetooth on this one. This one comes with it, you just gotta buy this. I know this video is probably getting a little long, a little boring, trying to move it along and show you everything at the same time. I'm gonna show you auto clean on this real quick. So with auto clean, again, this is the dial to control that. We can either turn it all the way off or all the way up. All the way up, it's gonna be auto cleaning way more. I'm gonna leave it on auto, let it run, and you'll see what happens. Hit my switch, and here in a few seconds it's gonna thump by itself. I won't do anything. If I have it, hold on. Yeah. So you saw that, it just hit. Wait another 15-20 seconds, it's gonna hit again. Probably just cut this out. There it goes. So while you're sanding drywall or concrete, you have auto clean on, it's going to just automatically be cleaning that filter while you're doing your work. You don't have to come over here and manually press this lever. So then I'll show you manual auto clean. Increase your suction. So that just knocked all the dust out of the filter. And speaking of filter, in the Big Daddy, it is up here. To get it out, just undo that lever and it pops out. It's like a freaking AC cabin filter in a car, but it's your dust extractor. This is a wet dry vac, so you'll see these little metal tabs. These are the grounds for this system to shut off when water reaches those pins. I will never use this as a wet vacuum. I have a shitty shop vac for that if I need it. Their hoses are fantastic, super bendable. I've used the piss out of these. They're still good to go, anti-static. The diameters of the hoses, they matter a little bit. I keep this with the big hose. Lots of cleanup with this one. My cleaning set, Festool cleaning set, goes on this perfect. And then for the little one, I keep the small hose on it because it goes on your tools much easier. It's actually made for it. So you just slip that over there and give it a turn and it's locked on there. No duct tape, no shit, nothing. That's probably why I use this one a lot more, because it has that hose on it. It's also way lighter, way easier to get around, and I don't know, I like it. And of course, being a Festool product, they all work with the same systems, so you can take sustainers and pop them on here, lock them on with the T-lock, and now you can roll that around, stack it to the sky. So that's been a little run through Festool dust extraction. There's way better, more in-depth videos out there. I just kind of wanted to give you a little run through on them in my own style, my own whatever you want to call it. These are great machines. They're worth every single penny. I'm probably about to buy another one, battery powered one. These are both corded. It gets a little bit annoying on job sites where you don't have power in the home, new construction. Yeah, dust is not good. It's dangerous for your health. It's not good. You need to control dust. I never understood it when I started, and now that I've used these, I will not run a saw or a sander without dust extraction. Once you use these, you'll never not use them again. These are absolutely essential for professionals. Again, maybe not Festool. I just use the Festool system and it all works together beautifully. That's the main reason to buy Festool, by the way their systems work together, not their individual things. But yeah, I think Festool is a very good option. Beware, once you buy one, you're trapped. It will not be your last, because their things are absolutely awesome. They cost what they cost for a reason, and they're worth it almost every single time. Let me know if you want to see anything else about these things, and until next time, peace.